All right.
Yeah. Is that Bob that came in?
I don't see anybody. I heard somebody.
A baby squirrel. There's a baby squirrel down the road at the park.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
We'll send somebody to look at it.
Okay.
Thank you.
thank you.
Get Tony Smith's number.
What's that?
Get Tony Smith's number.
Yeah. I'll just have that.
He should be ready to start.
Yeah.
No, that was-
One out.
The squirrel.
All right, well, the camera is rolling. We are now live on YouTube. So we'll start this meeting, special meeting of July 28th of the Kansas City Town Council. We'll start with the pledge to the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you, Sheriff. Roll call.
Jim McLean,
Present.
Mike Amy.
Here.
Kevin McGinley. Here. Gary Cole.
Here.
And Jim Keenan.
Jim King did call, let us know he'd be a little bit late, but he will be here.
In or out.
We have no public hearing. We have no guests. Unfinished business.
Unless you
None.
want to talk about any. I had nothing on the agenda that I was going to bring up. I was saving it for the August meeting,
For what?
August council meeting. If we had any unfinished
Oh,
business.
unfinished, yeah. So, yeah, obviously we have unfinished business. We just won't bring it up
Yeah. since
in
we
this
just-
meeting. Save the time for the budget workshop. Did we want to talk about the personnel, ongoing personnel situation?
Go ahead and get that out of the way.
Mhm.
I think so too. So, as you all now know, we did have a resignation of an employee, and we've had some one-on-one discussions, Joe and I, among some other people. And Joe, do you want to present what was discussed, or what do you want to do?
I can.
Okay,
I would like to, do the part-time, hire a part-time person for the cemetery. And possibly one other for the zoning permitting, part-time. If everybody agrees on that, and since we're going to be down one full-time person, which we are saving quite a bit of money. It has been broke down. I think, Jim, you sent that to everyone?
yeah.
Have you sent that to everyone?
Well, I shared it individually with everybody.
Okay, so are saving considerable amount of money doing part-time, and would like to give raises to the full-time guys that are here, minus myself. I'm not taking one. Because that is gonna be a lot more work for the three of them added to them and myself. The part-time zoning, permitting, that will loosen me up to be out there more. We have someone with eyes on for 10, 15 hours a week. Schedule that Tuesday or Thursday, whatever, for come in and get building permits and move that forward that way. If everybody is,
So as a quick review of what we're talking, moving Ken over to the water position,
Yeah, that's supervisor for water.
right? And then hiring a part-time person for approximately 8 months to do mowing the cemetery and help with leaf removal in the fall
yes,
and things like that. Looking at, see if we can find somebody part-time for code enforcement and permits, building permits, and then adding $2 an hour to the 3 employees.
Hi, Bob.
Bob, we're just talking about the personnel situation right now.
Gotcha.
And, I did send that to Bob this morning. He had some feedback. One of them was about the salary for the part-time.
Yeah,
I think Joe and I had discussed that. Did you get my email? And I probably replied back to you. So
you think it's still doable?
that's
Okay.
his feeling it is, yeah. And then, I think the other big thing was, you made a great point about, you don't really want a part-time person making decisions on unsafe
I think it's
buildings.
gonna have to still be Joe. for those
Yeah.
things.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Because he would still report to you.
Yes, it still report to me,
Both part-time.
both part-time. That would not change. And
But this person will be the one sending out the letters and doing all that, and then update you
yes,
weekly or monthly or whatever.
that is my intent with that, yes.
So to do this, we'd have to advertise 2 part-time positions. And then make adjustments to the salary ordinance, Bob, obviously.
Well, and my other concern was you're really gonna find somebody that just wants 10 hours a week.
Yeah, well,
That, I think, limits your pool a little bit.
yeah,
Now, in some respects, maybe it's larger for some, but I would guess overall, more people want 40 or even 20, not 10 hours a week.
yeah. And even at the 20, there'd still be a sizable.
Right, because that
savings.
insurance is the primary
Yeah,
thing of that savings.
so, what we could do is advertise saying it's gonna be 10 to 20 hours.
Sure.
You know,
That might help you
yeah.
find some other candidates.
So
Here's my cookie.
obviously, Bob, I think, because Chris's last day is now gonna be the 31st of this month, we'd kind of like to get something going quite
Yeah,
quick.
you really got 2 different issues. One is filling out the needs for this year, the other is moving forward with your 2026 budget.
Right.
And even though they're interrelated, they are some separate concepts.
So is there a way we can put a motion forward today to advertise for these part-time jobs?
Absolutely, if that's a decision to do yet this year. And because budgets don't necessarily set what the salary, now your salary ordinance did, so you might need an amendment to that. But as long as you're underneath what you were going to be paying Chris for the rest of the year, you're not really worried about budgetary purposes for 2025.
Right.
So yes, you could have a motion to approve the search for 2 part-times as you've described them. And then we could even almost wait until you got to the point of hiring somebody to actually amend the salary ordinance at your next meeting.
Once
So
we determine the hours that they want to do.
did you say Ken was gonna take over the water though? So wouldn't we wanna move Ken to all of water, where now he's not being paid out of any water?
Yeah,
So we would wanna do that, so that,
yeah, because he basically, in some respect, he's taking that quote position of Chris.
yeah,
You're
so
just,
then that.
you're not changing the budgets and salary ordinance go with the position, not necessarily.
So I can
the
do that
person.
right away. I
Yeah.
can move that this, okay.
Providing we get a motion to.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
I guess
sorry,
the council
yeah, right,
approves it,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll make a motion, we go ahead and start the search for 2 part-time positions to fill a position voided by the resignation.
Second.
Okay.
Have a motion and a second to advertise for the 2 part-time employees to compensate for our lost employee. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Now you'll need another motion if it's your decision to place Ken in that other position that Chris is leaving.
I'll make that motion as well.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to place Ken in the water supervisor position that is being vacated by Chris Stapleton. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And then, do we need the increase that we want to give the 3 guys? That would definitely take a salary ordinance thing, so.
Yeah.
Can
And
we,
that we would need to get ready. See, when your meeting's coming up in a couple of weeks.
August 8th.
Yeah. Those guys could live with their current salary, I think, August the 8th, we could have it ready then.
August 11th.
August 11th. So we would need a motion to make that increase and make the changes to salary
At the
ordinance.
August
At that
meeting.
point, I
At
mean,
the-
I'm hearing the consensus that you want me to put that together and have that ready for your August meeting.
Okay,
So then we'll just do the motion on August 11th. Okay.
okay.
But I'm gonna move Ken right away. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. All right, Joe?
See how this goes.
Yep. All right, that takes care of that. We can move on to the budget workshop.
Y'all have copies in front of you.
Is this the first day of seeing that, Sharon, or did you give it a copy?
No, just the first day, so,
Okay.
because I didn't have it on finalized till today.
Because I did have a chance to go through it. Of course, the primary goal of looking at this is, as far as half years, how are you? I mean, a lot of the areas you're ahead of the game. You know, you spent less than 50% on what has been budgeted for them. But some have raised red flags, primarily on insurance, if you
I
see
saw
that.
that, yeah. I was kind of worried about Richard's salary too, right at halfway point, so, you know, if he doesn't have a whole lot of overtime, I think he'll be okay. If you look at the general for salary for him, he's just a little under the half point.
But general insurance under your general fund and general insurance under motor vehicle highway is well above 50% through half of the year. Now, unless premiums are all paid up front, you're gonna have a problem, not only this year, but going into next. I could see almost increasing that $10,000 on each line item on both the general and on motor vehicle highway. Unless, again, are premiums not paid routinely or?
Yeah, they are paid routinely, and then I take some out of water as well.
This is health insurance.
Health insurance and
No, this is just general insurance. Your
general
health
insurance is your
is-
commercial insurance,
Yeah.
which we have one premium, one quarter left. It's, I think I just paid June, so it'll be September that we'll have the last. So I'll take every bit of that regular insurance in general, and then I'll take all of NVH, and then the rest will come out of water. So it usually runs about 20,000 for commercial, which is general insurance.
For, together for both motor vehicle and general?
Yeah, well, yeah, so, let me see, motor vehicle is insurance, so there's 2,000, yeah, because that and the 17,000 general, yeah, 17,000, so I won't have to take much out of water, that will be enough, because that's right there at 19,000. So it'll be less than, so I'll take all of general, I'll take all the rest of it into NVH, and then what's left will come out of water.
You said something about 10 now.
Which one?
Your budget for general is 50,000, you've already spent almost 33,000.
Under the insurance?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so we have one payment left.
So you paid 3 out of
I
4.
paid 3 out of 4.
Okay, so
And my
that
fourth
helps.
one will come September, yeah.
That
Yeah,
helps describe
yep, so,
something.
Yeah.
yeah, so and then, and
So
it
there's a
should
little
be,
breathing room there.
yeah, so it should be close to 20, so I think we'll be okay. to be
And you've got
honest.
19.5
Yeah.
left.
And then the rest will come out of water, so we
And
will
is
be
that same,
okay.
well, even on motor vehicle, even if you paid 3 out of 4, that sales seems 12.5 out of 15 is hefty through half of the year.
Oops,
About halfway down on,
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
That's where the 2,400 odd comes from, to get up to nearly $20,000, or 19,500.
Right,
That 2,400 and 17,000.
We attached that.
so you think what you have left budgeted won't be enough to
Yes.
pay any remaining
I
premiums?
do, yep,
Okay, well then we don't have to worry
yeah,
about
I think it will be,
increasing for next year's budget
Yeah.
then.
yep, I think it will be,
Okay,
we'll be fine.
So what other red flags are on here? that we need to look at?
If you look at the one, the, in general, the telephone,
telephone.
you notice I had to pay that contract that we had with NLBC, so that now is 0 because that took every bit of the 6,000 that we'd already been paying, because that's Comcast and Verizon, that comes out of that. So that's at 0, so I'll have to make up the difference. Probably from maybe the electric or heat, probably heat, because
That's here.
this is right here.
What caused us to be off
Oh,
so wildly?
we had that $4,000 where we had to pay a third for the contract with the downtown Wi-Fi.
Okay,
So then I took it out of that, because I couldn't take it out of rainy day, because we didn't have a line item for that, so I took it out of the telephone. And I feel like I can take the Comcast, if we ever get done with it, and the Frontier out of some of the utilities, because we're not gonna use all of that for heat for the rest of the year. That's $1,000.
$21,000
Our largest
in
heat bill,
electric.
believe it or not, is the fire station.
That's a big garage.
Yeah, and you guys have to keep it at a certain,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
that's our largest.
Maintain
About
your
50 degrees,
That's our
as you
last-
say.
that's
Some
our
equipment has
largest
to be
heat.
maintained
Yeah,
at a certain temperature.
And we don't get low 50 because up by the door, it can be a
yeah.
big boat.
Information that the state has so far provided to us. And just from non-tax revenues, you're gonna be you're gonna be about $50,000 reduction on what's projected as far as financial institution tax, vehicle aircraft excise tax, the vehicle excise tax distribution for the current year was $58,000. Next year is projected at $37,000. That's just in general. You have about another 10 reduction of that same type of tax in your motor vehicle. And so I added 50,000. Now, your maximum levy has also gone up for about $50,000, so that may offset one another. And then the big question is on what you indicated that edit was going to be gone unless the local counties did something about it. For the life of me, I have emailed out to AIM, to the Indiana Department of Local Government Finance, the local county attorney, to see what that stood, because I cannot find any more literature. The county had done anything to rectify that. So that's a big question. We want to keep that in the back of our mind, especially when it comes to when we get to the edit funds. So having said that, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
That needs to be kept in mind as you look at things to increase or decrease. With that, it's kind of gone through each line.
Typically don't do anything for any day, so I think just leave it alone. It's there if it's needed. I don't like to spend it because then, we never put into it, and it's hard to get.
On a rainy day, right? So
Exactly, yeah, so we go through.
how do you budget for things that are not foreseen in the budget?
I mean, I don't know
Is
if
that
you
what
want
rainy
to
day is
change.
about?
Well, yeah, well, what you basically do is just try to create a buffer. So we've created a buffer.
No, I'm good with the buffer. I don't mean change anything. I just wondered how it worked if we had to go beyond the buffer.
Like if we took off
Oh,
the,
yeah. Then you're not gonna get any more funds than that. And so if you end up getting more than what's, then to add here, you have to take away here.
It's not really a rainy day.
Well, this 20,000 is, but you
It's in
don't
your-
have anything more.
It's in your budget, so,
Yeah.
okay.
So that 20,000 can be shifted to
Oh,
cover.
yeah,
That's what it's for.
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Perfect.
there for that.
So it's what you allocated for buffer for the.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's not, again, rainy day means, all right, got it.
they want into general, let's do the medical and health insurance. And new,
So I did, once I saw how much insurance on the spreadsheet I put together, I told Sherry then, I said, looks to me like based on where we're at on the
Sure.
budget and everything, we need to put the insurance out a bit. And I told her I'd be glad to call Sarah and let her know that. I mean, she has to understand that.
About every 2 or 3 years, we do
Yeah.
that and have
We just
3
can
agents
never-
come in and
we don't get
submit their
anything.
proposals.
I think we have to forecast there's gonna be some kind of increase though.
Yeah,
I
why,
haven't seen a
sure.
year
We're were we like 7% last year?
Maybe, there's been years it's like 25.
Yeah,
50%.
it's been-
We sometimes will put something in now and then adjust it as we get a presentation. for insurance.
We are gonna save something too,
Right, we're gonna save us some.
True.
It's true.
because we're gonna have one less employee on
Right.
insurance.
So maybe just
That's
leave it
pretty
alone,
significant.
just leave it alone. Okay. And right now, in the process of fighting on an unemployment that the guy was, if he's awarded, so I send everything in to do, so hopefully we won't have an increase in our unemployment rate.
I
Okay,
think we did. We were trying to, and as you can see, you have not spent 50%, so that might be another reason for you to leave it the same as of right now. Now, if those numbers were okay.
because I do take it from MVH and water as
Right.
well.
As
So
well.
let's, yeah, and we're good on MVH medical even.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let's leave it. All right, so we'll leave unemployment. Car, right now you're at.
I'd like to increase to 30. I've got guys that know at this time they're not gonna get it. I gotta get 12, I got 13. But I've got, by now, I've had trouble in the past. So, we need all these people. You know, you hate that guy, he says he'll stay anyway, even though you tell him you can't, you get paid out of the percentage points. But we can't get them closed mouths because it's not my budget. I had to get $1,000 additional on that. Again, that'd be the maximum we'd have, it might not have that'd be the maximum.
You're looking at 5.
That put us at 6,000 instead of 5,000.
Do you know that?
I'm sorry,
Did you hear what he said? Increase that to 6,000.
Yeah.
Hey, not the clothing allowance.
it was extra.
Well,
The clothing allowance is, that dollar amount is set by the state.
right, we just increased that, like, it's only been like,
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I couldn't find anything that said he could, how many firemen he could have.
No.
Okay.
Paid employees is fine.
Okay, volunteer, except for the points and. So I've spent all of, the office supply money because we ordered any reason to increase that. So let's leave that. I'd like to combine all the fuel instead of having 2, 3, 4 line items for fuel. We could just combine them all, but, 7 and 4, and then we take some fuel out of cemetery and park.
Not fire and police, that's gasoline and diesel.
That's, oh, the fire, the
So
police.
it's not one, it's not coming out of one.
I hear the bells. Okay. So I don't know gas, but I don't even know what we pay. I have not seen, I mean, if we break it down that way.
I'm not sure what you're paying now either. It's up and down, I know that.
Yeah.
So just like, you would pay the same price as the public plane, basically without the taxes, but I still think we need to visit it at some point to get a fixed price. I don't know if you guys remember him talking about that when he was here or not. It wasn't good. We've come.
You want
At least
I'm okay with it, leave it alone. So maybe then just leave the fuel alone as well. Which goes to police supplies. Richard,
I think we're going to leave it like it is, I think.
Okay. Are you gonna spend the public relations?
Probably, yeah. We took a couple pretty good hits on vehicle maintenance.
And I mean, it's
That's
probably
hard.
gonna be the same.
I've got, 4 cars over 100,000.
Wow.
And some other stuff too, but those are the 2 major ones. Again, I can't.
Yeah.
I think so.
Then, oops, I missed a T in my maintenance for fire department. Repairs and main,
Guys do quite a bit themselves, same place for,
Can we take any out of there then to save some and put elsewhere?
big move, we always, put back, we have an emergency. I guess.
could we take 1,000 off of that just to put up to your 1,000 in the fire?
That's fine with me.
And decrease that 6,500. You think you'll spend?
Yeah.
But the guys will continue to try to make any repairs we can make, we'll make to the firehouse.
Clothing,
We should be fine here also.
clothing, but that paid for their, on the salary ordinance, the t-shirts and whatever else
Yeah.
the town bought.
Long sleeves,
So
sweatshirts.
somebody needs some.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yes.
You coming in
I think you're
professional?
gonna be fine because we have that extra for
You
the.
know, since you've worked on water, I take it out of
we take
water
it
as
out of
well,
water,
yeah.
That's correct.
Things so much more with milling things out, but I don't think I could even decrease that maybe to 500 if you want to, because I don't think stamps are going up. I haven't heard, but they are going up, so we should leave it. I'll go up, we'll go up.
They're not going down.
Okay, let's leave it 1,000. We'll leave it. Cell phone, I don't think we need to increase it. I think I would have. I want to be. Leave it. Publication.
Well, except for, where is the, why is that in here?